Okay, so where were you?
Where were you?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to develop a series of work about globalization and about patriotic and tourism themes. And this one is part of this series of works that I'm trying to develop. So when the organization asked me about the subject of the festival, I say, wow, it's like in the same way that I'm working right now. And so I decided to put like a piece of land who represents the situation of the present, like here. And I put four figures that I took in 4 different countries. I made pictures of a lot of people, and here they are together. And for me, it's the most strongest part of the artwork is like the present is the process to create a new image, a new situation that doesn't exist before. And so this is the concept.
And what's the future?
The future, I don't know, but probably grow up from there. It's like a kind of if I put these people here, when the public see the wall, looks like at least I want to create this reaction. The people can interpret it like, what's that? It's like a kind of structure that with people doing different things, and should be a point to start to think about the future. You know, it's like you can imagine the past, but you also can imagine the future. But the present is like really strong. I don't know. English is difficult for me to explain, but I made this solid, this rigid image, like a block, to make it harder. You know, like people can see what's that and why is here, why these people, why this piece of land is here. And so it is connected with time also, future and past and present.
Okay, you told me there's no title to it. Why?
I decided not to put titles in all my murals because for me it's a never-ending story. It's like it's really different than my studio work because for me it's, all the murals are connected with, of course, with my traveling life and also with my personal process. And every mural is connected with the things before and the things later, and also the studio work. But the murals are alive, you know. It's I don't like to close. If I put a title, it's like, for example, the green apple, or 4 people, or present, or whatever. If I put a word, it's like a kind of closing the door, you know. If I put a title, I close the door, and I don't like because when I was doing that, I also live another different process, different people here, landscapes, weather, and stuff, and it's not close. For me, I want, it's like a obsession. It's like I prefer to keep everything open.
Okay.
I wrote notes in my sketchbook. I draw in my sketchbook, and everything around it. For me, the mural is like the point to start another line of another way of work. You know?
And how did you spend your time at the festival?
How? Fine.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. The second day we had a really strong rain, and we stopped it, but it was funny because I tried to continue, and okay, I'm a man, I can continue working, and 2 minutes later I decided to go out, and it's so hard because for me, in the weather in southern Europe, in Spain, it's so regular, and you have sun, you can also have rain, but if you go to work in the street, you know that you can work. So here was like a kind of oh fuck, but in the end it's like another funny history. Is a lot of some people around. I think most of the people likes, but I think the third day, when woman came and was speaking with me in Polish, like really angry, at least unhappy. So I didn't understand, and my assistant told me, she said that you have to go back to your country and do it in there because we don't like foreign people here painting our walls, and it's like funny.
Yeah, it happens. And how was it to meet the other artists of the festival?
Fine. It's always a pleasure to share at least 2-3 hours by night after work. It's really interesting to share experiences, and because in the end we are doing the same thing, traveling and living our part of our lives in a lot of cities, and year by year it generates a really interesting thing in a lot of people, and it's a good moment to have dinner, to make jokes, and it's always making friends, and I think it's a good moment to connect people, because it's not like, for example, you go to a club or to meet some people in the street or whatever. It's fine, but I have a lot of real deep friends worldwide. It's amazing. For me, it's the goal. That's the goal. Even most important.
Okay.
More important than the work.
And the last one, what do you think about the whole collection in Zaspa?
I think it's the biggest collection that I ever see. I was painting in other festivals with a lot of murals, but here it's another kind of murals also. There is no street art, only street art thing, and I really enjoyed how, for example, this looks like a painting. Street artists are more like you can feel when they work, and I really appreciate how the people here can enjoy the paintings of artists. In the end, it's not like a street art festival, you know. And I really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.